the Israel is failing. Israel has lost. I've said repeatedly. I think the die has been cast. Israel cannot recover from this conflict. Economically, the Israeli economy is in tatters, and it's not going to rebuild. One of the key dialogues that's taking place on the side is the United States is trying to get Saudi Arabia to reconcile its differences with Israel, to recognize Israel, to enter into diplomatic relations with Israel. And the concept that empowers this is the notion that Israel will serve as the economic hub, sort of the engine, the technology-driven engine of whatever partnership can be crafted. Saudi money with Israeli know-how creates this, team that can dominate the region and have a major impact on the world. But Israel will never again rest in peace. It's over. Gaza has proven that. Until there's a Palestinian state, Israel will never rest in peace. And if Israel's not resting in peace, then their economy can't recover. And their economy right now is devastated, gutted, billions of dollars of losses. The Israeli society is deeply fractured now. There will be people who say we have to accept a new reality if we want to survive. There will be others who say we must double down and create a greater Israel and eliminate this Palestinian scourge once and for all. Israel will never again be united on the direction it needs to go. There will always be this debate. And I think right now, because of the pressure being placed on Israel from around the world, there will be a discussion that leads to the creation of a Palestinian state. And as soon as you have that happen, some important changes have to take place inside of Israel, some of which Israel will never recover from. And one of these is the disenfranchisement of these Brooklyn Jews, I call them, these American Jews who have flown over to Israel to steal land in the West Bank, to murder Palestinians, to create these illegal settlements. These settlements will have to be dismantled. This will cause huge domestic problems, maybe even take Israel up to the brink of civil war. And basically, all of these factors are creating in Israel that is not a safe place to live, is not a good place to live, not a good place to raise children. And I think you're going to see millions of Israelis who have dual citizenship flee Israel. And now you have a demographic problem. Right now, 9 million Jews, roughly a little bit more than that in terms of non-Jews, Arabs, Muslims, and Christians. But when you start dropping that population, when the number of Jews starts dropping down to 7 million, to 6 million, to 5 million, suddenly Israel stops being viable in terms of its current makeup. And, the concept of a two-state solution yields to the reality of a single-state solution. And I think that's the direction that we're headed. And I don't think there's anything Israel can do to stop this. Now, the question is, does Israel want to do this in a way that minimizes damage to whatever Jewish entity remains in the Holy Land, or do they want to do something that leads to the total destruction of Israel? If Netanyahu and his ilk have this way, they'll lead to the total destruction of what we today call Israel. If saner minds come in and start working diplomatically, I do believe that we can work our way towards a single Palestinian state where Jews, Muslims, Christians can live together in peace and harmony. But it's going to be called Palestine, not Israel. It's not going to be a Jewish state.